Welcome to Her Money Revolution. I'm your host, Angela Brooks, your guide on this journey to becoming a wealthy woman. As a certified financial planner, owner, and advisor at Family Capital Management, I'm on a mission to simplify the conversation around investing and to help women generate more wealth by making their money work for them. Join me as we navigate powerful financial planning strategies to help you achieve your personal and professional goals. This podcast is your go-to destination for no fluff, easy to implement financial and investing advice. If you are ready to achieve audacious financial goals, dream beyond boundaries, and generate massive wealth for you and your family, this podcast is for you. Grab a notebook. Let's get started. Welcome back to Her Money Revolution, the podcast where we empower women to grow their wealth by making their money work for them. I'm your host, Angela Brooks, and in today's episode, we're going to tackle the critical topic, how to make financial progress without burning out. It's easy to get caught up in the grind, constantly pushing towards your goals. And with the holidays just around the corner, I can't even believe Thanksgiving is literally in a few weeks, burnout can creep up on us even faster. So between gift shopping, family gatherings, work deadlines, your kids' school parties, and all the general things that life has to offer, it is easy to feel stretched thin. I know I do. But what I want to remind you, your financial goals should not add to that stress. In fact, I want them to be an anchor that helps keep you grounded. And as long as you approach them with the right mindset, this is possible. To make financial progress without burning out, it's important to reflect on how far you've come already. What is the progress that you've already made? Celebrate your wins. And then also to set new goals that inspire you while preserving your energy and your mindset so you don't burn out. So now let's explore some practical strategies that you can start using today to keep moving toward your financial goals without compromising your well-being. So start by reflecting on your progress. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've already come. Often we're so focused on the next financial milestone that we forget to look back on how far we've come, the progress that we have already made. But when we stop and we reflect on your progress, it isn't just about feeling good in that moment. No, it's a crucial step in maintaining ongoing momentum. And I'm a huge advocate of progress tracking, but not just in terms of numbers. I'm talking about the mindset shifts, the habits, the decisions you've made that align with your financial goals. Think about those. And as the holiday seasons approach, as Thanksgiving is just around the corner, it's the perfect time to pause and to reflect on the wins you've achieved so far this year. And listen, it can be something as simple as finally sticking to your value spending plan. Let me tell you, I have a client that called me in November, last year in November, and I may have already mentioned them in previous episodes, but he was so upset with how much money that he and his wife have spent so far that year. And he was asking me, like, am I going to be okay? He was nervous that they were spending too much money. And his wife felt so guilty for spending so much money when they looked at it in November. So long story short, honestly, their lifestyle was not out of line. It just felt like a punch in the gut because they didn't have a spending plan. They didn't look at it each month. And so when you spend all year, stop, slow down in November and look back, they were scared. So what I did is I helped them establish that value spending plan. And I told them, here's the thing, you have to look at it every month. You need to be intentional monthly when making decisions around where you're spending your money. And so they did that, which is awesome. I love clients that take my advice. He called me just a few months ago to tell me that he's been on track and he's so proud of himself and his wife for creating the value spending plan and for staying on track. And let me just say this, it's not just about staying on track each month with as far as your financial goals or not spending too much money. No, that's good, obviously. But what he was excited about was that he was on track for looking at his plan and managing his money every month. He's like, I can't even believe it. Every month I look and we make a decision. He said, I took the power back And I made intentional decisions each month on where we wanted to spend our money. So when the year end rolls around this year, they won't feel like they just went 12 rounds in the ring. So maybe that is your win. Or maybe your win could be paying off a credit card or even opening that first investment account finally. And speaking of investment accounts, I've received some awesome feedback from you guys, and I love it. Keep sending me the feedback, keep sending me the DMs and the emails. It's very encouraging. But what some of you have been saying is that you want to understand more about the financial acronyms that I'm using, although I am trying to simplify it as much as I can. You want to understand more what I mean when I mention investment accounts. So stay tuned. In the coming weeks, before we kick off the new year, before 2025 rolls around, I'll be diving into like key investment terms, a glossary of understanding investment terms, how to master 2025 contribution limits or any other insights for a strong financial year. So stay tuned, keep listening. But what achievements do you have so far in 2024? Send me a DM, let me know, or tag me or tag Her Money Revolution on social. And let's start talking about some of those wins, big and small, because these wins matter. And acknowledging them will help you stay motivated without feeling like you have to sprint towards the finish line. I'd also encourage you to physically write them down on a paper or in a journal, pen to paper. There's something so powerful about seeing your progress in black and white or blue. I like blue. My pens are blue. It's like giving yourself permission to be proud of how far you've come, the accomplishments that you've already made. It's so funny. A couple of weeks ago, I was collaborating with one of my team members on a project, and we were tackling some significant action items and some things on our to-do list. One of the things that we completed, it wasn't on our list of things to do, but we accomplished it. So she literally wrote it down and then checked it off. I absolutely loved it. Both of us laughed and smiled, but that moment, it felt so incredibly rewarding to see our progress and to see it written down like that and to memorialize it. But anyway, maybe you're not feeling proud of where you are right now. And with Thanksgiving around the corner, maybe you're thinking oh my gosh, how is it already November and I haven't accomplished anything? I haven't done as much as I had hoped. Or perhaps maybe you're in the midst of a tough financial challenge right now. And listen, that's perfectly okay. It's life. I know in the moment it does not feel good. It's hard. It's scary. But please remember, financial growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Progress comes slowly and steadily, but every small step forward matters. Every step matters, even if you have to take a few steps back. What's important is maintaining your perspective and learning from the challenges and maybe the challenge that you're in right now. Those experiences are what shape your financial habits and build your resilience for a strong, successful life in future. So when things get tough, I know it can be tempting to throw your hands up and to quit and say, whatever, it doesn't matter anyway. It does matter. Don't let yourself burn out in that way. Instead, recognize the hard work and the discipline that you've already put in and keep pushing forward. You're here. You're listening to this podcast right now. So good job. You're showing up. You've come farther than you may even realize. Each step counts towards your future success. My mom always says, your life is a sum of all of the decisions that you make. Big decisions, small decisions, big and small. What decisions are you making? Make sure they're good, encouraging, positive ones, but keep showing up. Okay, so now that you have written down your progress and your wins, and if you haven't, push pause and just do that. Please get a pen and paper. If you're driving, don't do that. But when you go home, get a pen and paper and write them down. And then celebrate, right? We want to celebrate your successes. It's not just about, rewarding yourself. I mean, that's awesome too, but it's also reinforcing a positive behavior and staying motivated, staying excited about all of the work that you're doing. Celebrating truly helps prevent burnout. It's necessary. It's a way to acknowledge all of the effort and remind yourself why you're on this journey. Why are you setting the goals that you're setting? It's important to celebrate them. Really do feel like it's a big deal, especially as we get ready to wrap up the year, and we need to make celebration and rest. We'll talk about rest here, but we need to make it a priority. Okay. So as far as rest, it's easy to push through the hustle and the bustle of daily life and to forget to pause. Trust me, I struggle with this. I've got kids and a business and all the things, but we really need to rest for our overall well-being. And honestly, your ability to keep up with your financial goals. I know I struggle with this. I feel unproductive. If I just sit on the couch and watch a movie, my mind is like, I could be doing a million things. And I feel so unproductive, but actually it's not unproductive. It could be further from the truth. We know that rest recharges your mental energy. It helps avoid burnout and it keeps you on track for the long run. And that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for, just like investing, right? It's not a get rich quick scheme. Those don't work. They feel good maybe in the moment, but it's not sustainable. No, this is the long-term plan, right? So don't feel guilty about taking breaks, whether it's stepping away from your financial spreadsheets that you check every month. Skip a month, fine. Maybe it's simply relaxing with a good book and no distractions, or going to bed at 8 o'clock at night. That's glorious. Give yourself permission to rest. One of my favorite movies is this funny. I don't know if you've seen this, but What About Bob? It came out in 1991. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's hilarious. I love it. Bob has a number of mental health issues. And there's a scene where Bob, who he's played by Bill Murray, which is great. He goes to his therapist, Dr. Leo Marvin, and Dr. Marvin gives Bob a prescription that says, take a vacation from my problems. It's so funny, honestly, because Bob's like, a vacation from my problems? It's just such a lighthearted moment. But honestly, there's real wisdom in that. Just think about that. Take a vacation from your problems. Give yourself permission to rest. Sometimes we get so caught up in pushing through our challenges that we forget to give ourselves a break. So just like Bob, sometimes we all need a vacation from our problems, a break from the constant pressure to be productive or to hit every financial goal or to fix every challenge right now. Giving yourself permission to rest isn't a sign of weakness. It's necessary. It is truly necessary to build long-term success in money, in marriage, in parenthood, you name it, in life. To avoid burnout, give yourself permission to take a vacation from your problems. And when we think about rest, it's not just physical. You could be laying in bed and feeling like I'm resting, or you could be sitting on a couch watching a movie and feeling like you're resting. So it's not just physical, it's mental and emotional rest as well, from the stress and the weight of always striving, right? If you do not allow yourself that time mentally and emotionally, you risk burning out. And burnout will most always derail all of the hard work that you have put in. So instead of pushing harder when you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back, give yourself credit for how far you've come, and take a vacation from your problems. So rest and celebrate. So what are some practical ways to celebrate? It's going to be different for everybody, but maybe a dinner out, or take a day off from work, or listen to music, go for a walk, take a jog. I've learned for me that I like to color. My daughter will leave her coloring book out, and I've just randomly kind of picked it up and I'll start to color. And I find myself like losing the time, and I love coloring. It's so calming. It just feels so mindless. And I think what I love about it is that there's an end product. I look at it, I'm like, wow, look at what I've accomplished. I'm pretty good at coloring. The picture's so beautiful. And then my daughter's so proud of me for staying inside the lines. But whatever celebrating looks like for you, do it. You won't break the bank. Do something that won't break the bank. Find a way to celebrate. What matters is that you take a moment to acknowledge your progress. Okay? So as you rest, as you reflect, as you celebrate, it is also necessary to look forward and to set new goals. And what a great time it is to do that. Coming up in November, I start praying about it. I start thinking about what is the word I'm going to have for this year. For 2024, my word is joy. I don't know yet what it's going to be for 2025, But start using this time to start thinking about what kind of goals, big audacious goals and practical smart goals that you want for 2025. These goals should keep you motivated without overwhelming you. And how to do this is how to accomplish that, having goals without overwhelm is setting boundaries around your financial goals. So what do I mean? Well, when when we're hustling towards our financial goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of all or nothing thinking, right? Maybe you tell yourself, if I'm not saving or investing this much each month, I'm failing. That's not true. But maybe you feel guilty for spending money on things that bring you joy. But here's what I want to keep reminding you. The truth is, achieving financial success is what? Is a marathon, not a sprint. As we approach year end, it's crucial to give yourself some grace, especially when it comes to your finances. The holidays are times, there is a time to celebrate. And I know that it can also bring added financial stress. Trust me, you want to buy all the gifts for your kids and your spouse, and your coworkers and your friends and all the things. So take a deep breath and remember that it's okay to adjust your goals to fit your current situation. Okay, I did say that. It is okay to adjust your goals to fit your current situation. When you set these goals, it's not to handcuff you. Okay, we got to be flexible with these goals as well. If you've been aggressively saving, it's okay to ease up a bit if that means preserving your mental and emotional well-being. Your health is just as important or more, I'd say, than your financial goals. Okay, so now being that it's November, it's also a perfect time to establish those boundaries around your spending, like I said. So if you haven't already decided today how much you want to spend on the gifts or how much you want to spend on traveling to see family or all the holiday activities that you're looking at. My husband and I are talking about getting tents set up for our kids one night, and that's an expense. He'll do all the balloons and all the fun activities and stuff. Okay, well, how much is that going to be? He wants to put Christmas lights up, like the permanent Christmas lights up, have somebody install them. How many thousands of dollars is that going to be? Set a plan around that, because having a plan in place allows you to truly enjoy Thanksgiving and Christmas without feeling guilty or stressed out about overspending. Sometimes I hear people say like, man, yeah, you like to plan, that works for you guys, but we just go with the flow. I feel like having a plan puts me in handcuffs. It's too constricting. I like to feel and see how it's going to go. Friends, quite honestly, that's a line of crap. Having a plan, understanding what you want to spend, what you can spend on all of these things is not suffocating. It doesn't handcuff you. It actually gives you so much freedom and mental space to enjoy Thanksgiving and to enjoy your family and Christmas. So put a plan together. Now, as we look ahead to 2025, it's almost going to be the new year. I want to talk briefly about planning for 2025, okay? Many of us feel the pressure to create New Year's resolutions. I love them. They're not horrible. They're great. We like to think about these, especially around our finances, but I want to give you some advice. Take the pressure off. You don't need to have your entire financial strategy for next year mapped out by January 1. Have a goal, have an idea, but the actual steps and the how and the what, that even for me, it's daunting. It doesn't need to be mapped out by January 1st. Instead, use this time to reflect and regroup and start asking yourself, what went well this year? What challenges did I face? What financial habits do I want to continue, and where can I improve? This kind of reflection will help guide your next steps without making you feel like you need to overhaul everything all at once. All right. Like I said, I do like to write down all of my big audacious goals, and I do like to have a new vision board for 2025 or each year. But when I do this, I don't focus on how. That is overwhelming. That will limit your goals and your dreams. What I think about is the what. I want to dream big, and I want to dream crazy, and I want to have all the random thoughts. And then I write them all down, and I start to think about my why. I approach this in a way that works for me is to map out just the first quarter of next year. I look at the next 3 months, and I set a few short-term achievable goals, the SMART goals. And for those first 3 months. So for you, I don't know, maybe it's growing your emergency fund or setting up automated transfers or scheduling regular money check-ins with your spouse. Some of the things that I've already mentioned, the point is set goals, but don't burn yourself out. Remember, the goal here is progress, not perfection. And speaking of perfection, let's talk about the danger of perfectionism when it comes to money. It's one thing to strive for improvement, but chasing perfection will only lead to burnout. Trust me, I see it every day. Chasing perfection will only lead you to burnout. I know it's tempting to aim for the flawless budget or maxing out all of your investment accounts, your IRAs, 401ks, all the things. But guess what? Life happens. Things get messy. Unexpected expenses pop up. I'm a financial planner. I'm an expert in this area, and things still pop up often. Sometimes your financial plans don't go the way you intended, and that is okay. Instead of perfection, I want you to focus on intentional progress, like my clients did, like I talked about earlier. Ask yourself, what small steps can I take today to get closer to my goals? These can be simple actions. Like I keep saying, automate your savings, schedule time to check in with your financial advisor. Yes, that's a plug. This is a friendly reminder to do that. Call me, check in with me. If you don't have a financial advisor, find one. Or maybe it's even just saying no to an unnecessary purchase. And I'm not going to buy that today. It's not aligned with our financial goals. It's not aligned with our value spending plan. Okay. These small intentional actions will add up over time. Like my mom says, life is a sum of your decisions, and they allow you to continue moving forward without overwhelming yourself. So aim for goals that challenge you, but don't push yourself to the point of burnout. Okay. I think that is all that I wanted to cover today. As I wrap up this episode, remember this: financial success doesn't happen overnight, right? Financial progress is a journey, not a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's the result of constant, intentional actions over time. Reflect on your achievements, celebrate your successes, and set new goals that inspire without overwhelming you, okay? And the most important thing is to protect your mind and to protect your well-being along the way. The holidays are a time to recharge and to reflect. So use them as an opportunity to get clear on your goals and give yourself grace. Take a vacation from your problems. Maybe pick up a coloring book and color with your kiddos. Thank you so much for joining me on Her Money Revolution. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to subscribe and leave a review. I love, love, love hearing from you. And if you want to dive deeper into making financial progress without the stress, head over to our website, hermoneyrevolution.com, and download all of the free resources that we've put together just for you. Until next time, stay empowered, stay intentional, and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you are feeling more empowered in your financial journey. Remember, follow and subscribe to Her Money Revolution on your favorite podcast platform, and share your feedback by leaving a review. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Until next time, stay inspired.